Where were we?
Do you like the view?
I mean, oh fuck. I'm not gonna lie, the view is busted. The view's definitely busted.
Like, which view?
Man, I'm trying to stay focused out here and shit.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, it's Beats, your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island USA Season 5 Episode 15, and let's get right into the video. So in today's episode, as we know that we voted for, a guy and a girl to go on a date with new bombshells, Imani and Mike. So we later find out the results of the vote later towards the end of the episode. This episode is basically a Destiny centered because we just never had any closure with the her and Harrison situation. Basically, after Harrison got picked by Emily and Destiny got picked by Jonah, there was never a conversation had afterwards. I think, there should have been a conversation had afterwards, but I guess Destiny just wasn't feeling it at the moment, so she never had that conversation. I don't think they even had it until maybe 2 days later, where the first night we see him and Emily kissing already, and the second night they're doing something else. I don't know, but they're moving pretty quick, and we can obviously see that Destiny with Jonah, she's moving very slow. They're not even kissing in challenges. She's only getting a cheek kiss, only getting hugs, hand high fives. That is it. She's not even trying to move fast on. And I think what really was, I guess, the disrespectful level, or really kind of turned her off from Harrison, was probably the kiss in the challenge where he was really full on kissing Emily in that challenge. And I think that's probably what, turned her off a bit. Obviously, in today's episode, the hideaway was open and they voted Marco and Hannah to go to the hideaway. They had their little time in the hideaway. There was no home runs, but they did what they did and whatnot, and they had their hideaway. The whole villa was basically talking about how Harrison might be playing a game. Well, not the whole villa, but the girls. And the people who started that was Carmen and Cassie, which I'm just oh, he might be you. Probably was faking it with Carmen. He was probably faking it with Destiny, and is probably real with, with Emily. Da 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 da. And I'm just I don't think. And then she had, Cassie decided to tell Emily that maybe Harrison's playing a game, and I'm just Emily's just well, who started that rumor? I would like to know if that's the case. We actually hear Harrison actually talked to the guys, and he basically said that, him with Emily, he's more touchy-feely with her, blah, 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 and he wasn't touchy-feely with Destiny, and he basically said that he's just not going to go back to her. The girls are having a talk, and basically Destiny said that she was chilling. KK was kind of surprised that, Destiny did not react, she did not cry, did anything. She was very non-reactive towards the whole situation. So, Destiny's chilling. I think she's pretty cool off of Harrison. Later on, we see them actually have a chat, and he was basically, I guess, gonna tell, Destiny where he's leaning towards, and Destiny basically stopped him in his tracks and basically said, nah, I'm good. We don't need to talk about that. She's just you know what, maybe the next lifetime, maybe next life, we're cool. I want to stay cool. Da da da. They basically ended it on a good note. They're good friends in the villa now, or not good friends, but they're friends in the villa. And then Destiny's DR, not this is not Big Brother, but confessional. She basically said, I would have said wish you all the best, but he had it. So I feel obviously because of how fast Harrison is moving with Emily, it put her off to Harrison, to the fact that she doesn't want no second options. You know, I think she did like Harrison, but I guess because and I think from what we've seen, they were actually a lot touchy-feely, but they were saying, you know, the girls were saying that, oh, him with Destiny was like a bit more formal. I'm like, but Destiny was so happy. But I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's deaded. Destiny Harrison's deaded. They're just gonna be friends. I don't think she's gonna look back. And he's having his time with Emily, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so that's deaded. Jonah asked her a question about the whole conversation, and he basically was just saying like, I just hope we're gonna be cool because if someone comes in and turns your head or whatever, and she's just like, you know, I'm still open, you know, like as long as we talk and we're cool, we're good. I don't think Destiny's really feeling Jonah like that, to be honest. You know, I don't think she's really feeling him, and I don't think she, she's cool off with Harrison. So I think, you know, the thing is that, you know, she's just not giving him a reaction. I think Harrison is, expected Destiny to react like how she did with the whole Marco situation, and she did not give him that, reaction. She basically just like, I'm cool, I'm chill, that's it. And, basically she's not entertaining no ideas of, returning back. She joked about, I don't want no sloppy seconds. I don't like my things used. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think she's going to be returning anytime to, Harrison. That ship sailed. And I think he probably thinks like, since he was coupled up with Jonah, he could have gotten away with, potentially going back or whatever. But, and he said it himself that he told the guys that he doesn't see himself going back to Destiny. So it is what it is. Hopefully in Casa More, there is somebody for Destiny properly for her. So, she can get paired up and, explore her connection with them. Because it is what it is. Next thing you know, we have this whole KK and Keenan situation. Keenan always wanted to test the waters, but he always ends up flopping and drowning. KK's always, talking to Carmen about how she wants, somebody to come in to be all for KK. So, she can see Keenan shaking in his boots or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. So now we get to our votes and whatnot. And the vote was KK goes on a date with Mike, and Bergie, I don't know who voted for Bergie, but goes on a date with Imani. So, here Keaton talking to KK talking about how, oh, I hope you come back home to me, da 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 da. Like, bro, you always wanted to test the waters and talk to Emily and da 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 da. But because she's going on a date with a guy named Mike, oh, you better come back home to me, da da da. Like, be for real. Like, you always, and then he said later on in the episode, have cake and eat it too. Isn't that exactly what you're doing? You have KK, but you want to go explore options everywhere. But you talking about have cake, eat it too. Like, please look in the mirror. Hopefully he was talking about himself, because I hope he was talking about KK. He's stressing. He's like, no guy would be happy for, their girl, going on a date with some other guy. But I'm just like, how many, like, when KK was a little annoyed that you're talking to Emily, you were just like, oh, da da da, oh, just a chat, da da da. Like, America voted for her on the date, so we gotta respect that. So next thing you know, Leah gets voted on the second date after to go on a date with Imani, and Leo and Cassie were both like very shocked and annoyed, because obviously he was having something good with Cassie's having something good with Leo, so having a date in the midst is kind of like not good for them. The thing is, I think the options for Imani wasn't very slim. I mean, I don't even know who voted for Bergie, but the lineup of guys for Imani is slim. None of the guys would have been good for Imani, and who was going to vote for Keenan? Keenan does not deserve no date, because he's over here trying to, hip hop over to some other girl while KK's right there. So who's going to vote for Keenan? But Leo was probably the next best option after Bergie. I don't know, for a date. But to be honest, I mean, if Leo and Imani, do couple up, hopefully, they don't look like a bad pair. They don't look like a bad pair at all. Destiny goes on a date with Mike, and obviously they're having like a little flirt thing or whatnot.
I'm your type.
Oh yeah. Easy. Yeah, for sure. Am I your type?
Yeah, definitely my type.
I know that's right, man.
So I mean, if Mike is doing some little flirting and she's liking it, I mean, it could work for her now. But let's see the lineup for Casa more, and hopefully the lineup for Casa more is actually good. And if it is, somebody for Destiny better come in ASAP, because I do not want Mike for Destiny. Sorry, but I do not want Mike from Destiny. Basically, the episode basically ended on the Leonardo and Imani having a date. Basically, Cassie and him are still open, as he said, but obviously it's going good for them. But, the date, having a little flirt, and, he's like, oh, whatever. I don't think he's gonna move to Imani, to be honest. But if he does, it is what it is. Cassie, it is what it is. Cassie was basically talking to Keenan about how, this time around that Leah goes on a date, he actually says bye to Cassie and, gave her a kiss and whatnot. So she feels a little bit better, but hopefully he doesn't forget about her when he comes back from the date and whatnot. Because when he did the first date with Carmen, he basically forgot Cassie was even there. But, I mean, he's doing better. He's doing better. There was no preview for tomorrow's night's episode. I don't really know what's going on. To be honest, there's really no solid couples. Carmen and Kenzo are basically getting away with knowing each other from outside and just moving along in the villa. To be honest, they're an okay pair, to be honest, but you can already tell that their development has been kick-started from outside, and then we came in to I guess continue that, because you can't move from 0 to 100 like that, to be honest. But then again, there is Harrison and Emily, so whatever. But that was today's episode. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.